Hey guys, what's up? I just wanted to create a video about the thing that I thought was kind of interesting that was happening, and it was about the cartoon called Luca. So, well, you know me, Meat Puppet, always chill, making videos sometimes kind of weird, sometimes interesting, but this one actually caught my attention. Um, I watched the latest Pixar movie, Luca, or I'm not sure if it's the latest or but it's recent, right? And it was actually a very good movie. It was refreshing, you know. It's like there are many kids, children, or family video that I make sometimes, and sometimes it's just too much, right? There's so many things, dragon, this, that. But this was a simple thing, like friendship. There are few stories made that doesn't end up in a weird romantic way. You know, there's always like something that we need to show how progressive we are, and there comes a point that I'm like, you're overcomplicating it. Something I want a simple story. And this brought it up. While watching it, I thought, wow, what is this stupid show? And my wife told me, look, man, my brother watched this show and he told me to watch it that he really liked it. I was like, yeah, your brother always likes weird movies. But I decided to give it a chance. So I was watching it and everything. And I just didn't leave this chair. I just kept watching it. It's a good movie.
Luca, think about it. Every day we'll ride someplace new, and every night we'll sleep under the fish.
And I felt drawn into the world. The idea is you got these two sea monsters, right? And they find it very hard to go on the shores and everything. And in the end, they do, right? And once one of them goes to the shore, he meets another one. He realizes there's so many things they can do, but once they go on the shore, their human body or their aquatic body turns human. And it's very original, and it was interesting.
It's a human thing. I'm kind of an expert.
What does it mean? The thing you just said?
And seeing how these two people explore their bonds or what they find cool in this weird tower. You know, the tower that watches all the boats, the tower with the light and everything. And they find all this human stuff. They start exploring it, and they see a Vespa, and they start building something together. And it reminded me about my friendships, right? How I met one of my best friends, right? And I really liked it. I was like, damn. And then they decided that, oh my god, there is a prize. We can win this beautiful Vespa. They try to do everything they can to compete and everything, but
Help?
Me? Yeah. Wait, no, I can't. I gotta go home.
Right this second?
Yeah, if my parents found out I was up here, it would be bad.
for some reason there comes a girl in between. They use her in a way to infiltrate the village, because in this village they used to kill the monster that they are. So even if they look human, they were like, oh my god, we need to hide ourselves. If water splashes on them, they turn blue, and then they have to remove it. So it had a very interesting concept. But to not spoil the whole thing, it's all about accepting who you have become, the friendship that you have, and how you're gonna part ways. If I have to be honest, when the movie ended, it kind of made me sad. I know a lot of people saw it like this beautiful discovery, but for me, it made me very sad, because it was like a friend was going to say goodbye to one of his best friend, but also not only does he realize that whenever I see you again, even if we're friends, we might be preoccupied with other stuff. So this friendship I'm not sure if I come back, it will be like that.
How am I gonna know you're okay?
You got me off the island, Luca. I'm okay.
Because they realized that even if they both like the Vespa, they want the Vespa or whatever, they realize that one wants to do something while the other one wants to do something else, and they're not on the same path, which kind of made it interestingly sad. And sorry, yeah, I did kind of spoil that, but it isn't in great detail. Once you see it, you're gonna be still surprised what's gonna happen, so you don't have to worry about all those details, right? But what I find very annoying is, I didn't even know this, but for some reason everybody thought this dude was gay, and I was like, well, I didn't notice anything, but everybody, it would surprise you if you just look on the internet about Luca, transgender, or sorry, gay, or they might like each other, LGBTQ. You're gonna find a humongous amount of article saying this is opportunity that you missed. Well, even if the creator says it's not straight, but we can interpret it the way we want. It's all about the artist. And why does everybody think that we're sexualizing it? Because it was just a story about friendship. Of course we're gonna look at it weird. What are you talking about? And it kinda bothered me. Why? Because when I had one of my best friends and I was in this process, people were teasing us so much that we were gay. Surprisingly, I had one best friend which I didn't have in all my life, and around 12, 13, I met one of my best friends, and it was really hard, but I just realized I am so lonely that the fact that I'm so lonely, I don't even care if the whole school thinks I'm gay. You are worth my friendship, and nothing is gonna stand in between that. And when I saw this movie, I was like, hey, it's beautiful. They're close. Sometimes they hug each other, watch a sunset. They feel comfortable with each other's presence because they're the only one that knows where they're coming from. It actually kind of touched me in a different way. But the fact that I saw this article, I'm not saying you can't ship people to be together, but there was nothing there for me. There was nothing there. And I was surprised. And the way they tried to shift it, I was like, dude, you guys gotta chill a little. The moment a movie creates a beautiful friendship, it's not all about shipping. We don't even have representation that men can actually have a normal bond without anything attached. And everybody is like, well, maybe they're dating each other or something like that. Why? And even if you want to say that, hey, but if it was a girl, people would want to ship it. I was like, really? That is your interesting argument? So you're telling me that a guy cannot have a normal relationship with a woman or a man? It always has to be sexualized? It doesn't always has to be sexualized. But then people are surprised that men don't see women other than a sex object or something like that to make a relationship. They can't be friends. It's like, what do you want? The fact when you see two kids just get along as a normal friendship and that's the first thing that you believe, that's like, what the heck is wrong with you? It just surprises me. And there's no representation for men to have any bond. So the fact that whenever there is a bond and you want to change it to show off or say whatever, like, oh my god, this is a bond, it might mean more than that, bada bing, bada boom, you're totally deviating from the path that the movie was meant to be. A simple story about kids developing their friendship, developing their character, and make the next decision to maybe even say goodbye to this friendship. And I was just kind of surprised. And whenever I heard this weird left-leaning stuff, it surprises me. Always about, yes, we have to be progressive. You don't have to be anything progressive. You don't have to have every story that has to be progressive. It has to have the right amount of people, the right amount of color. Let the story be freaking a story. That's it. I'm just so surprised and kinda sad when I saw this article, because it didn't ruin the movie for me, but it did make me realize that if I have a specific good friendship, there's always somebody that's gonna think like, well, maybe you're gay, maybe you're gonna cheat on your wife, or maybe you're gay, this and that. And I'm like, why can't it just be something simple and beautiful? It's just so surprising me there is no normal story that you can just be a normal friend. And the fact that you just look at two kids that stand next to each other, watch a sun going down, and you're like, oh my god, that's so freaking romantic. I get this is a very bad missed opportunity, because they should have hugged, kissed, and say goodbye. I'm like, no, it's unnecessary. I really enjoy this story. And don't come with that, yep, you're in your feels. No, I'm not in my feels. The fact is alone, I watched a movie and I felt nothing about them being freaking attracted to one another. It was just two happy guys enjoying each other's presence that validate their actions so they feel worth it to their eyes. That's it. And the fact that that beautiful concept, you try to make it, oh my god, it's a miss LGBTQ opportunity to do something about that. In a kind of a way, I'm just disappointed. And if they're gonna make one for gay people, good. I hope Pixar will do it, and then you will be freaking happy. But you just wanted that story about that movie that also ended up in some weird Italy story and they were gay and everything. You guys got super gangster. I wanted, but in animation. And it's a missed opportunity. Okay, man. Life is Gucci. Okay? You do you. Create your story and be happy. But I'm surprised. I'm really surprised that the fact that if I act like that in public, the first thing you're gonna think is, maybe I should ship them together. That's so stupid.
Don't get me wrong, ma cosa kita bong. Butta fire na mi blonde, kush hash, purple skunk, criollo, colombici, jam, turloqueta, verdetta, welcome.